هناك ورجعت. المهم أن الصراحة ما لقيت أي أدلة، فغالبا يعني هو اللي قتله. مستحيل بيدافع عن نفسه سيلف ديفنس. سيلف ديفنس وطعنه وضربه ضربة. ايش اللي لو سيلف ديفنس كان جرحه شيء اما قتل؟ يا شيخ ايش اللي ارقد. بسم الله. يلا نشوف.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Holmes, could you explain it to me?
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better if we were out looking for him?
That would be futile, as he will be with us in approximately 12 seconds.
Oh, well, if this is your idea of humour...
No, I just heard the front door. Prepare yourself.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note from Captain Ahab. Am I at the right address? Is he here?
Indeed,
ما
it is
يدري
the correct
القاتل، ما
address.
يدري.
But in place of your captain, may I present to you Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard?
That means...
It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder of Black Peter.
What? What? A trap? You think you can take me?
Here now. We'll have none of that.
I say that we will.
طيب يما. ما شاء الله ما تغير ولا شيء في وجهها. حتى ما في ألوان ولا شيء.
Are you all right? Are you able to stand?
Oh, my jaw. Gore. He took me by surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, he would have seen what I'm capable of. Oh.
Yes, he was lucky.
But you got him.
It was remarkably easy. He lost his balance after he struck you.
And you practice boxing, I know. You must have hit him hard. Our fellow is knocked out.
We should call for a police cab and then take you to the hospital.
Yes, well, no need for a hospital. I would prefer to keep this between us. You know.
Of course, Inspector. The case is closed.
أوه صحنية. Oh, justice seeker. Thank you. Aye aye, Captain. Aye aye, Captain. بس بوسي اشتري لك لبس البحار. ملاح. ناظريني بطرف عينك. بسه. غير.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
أخوه.
Mycroft.
Yep.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. I documented our encounter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those
ايش بك نظريني كذا بسم الله عليه.
Need help. Those are not words I would read.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. People similar to those whom you pretend.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or... You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That's the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware you are in the 4th car. Sherlock, enjoy your time instead.
My archive.
سايكو
I
محتفظ
can always
بالهاربون بعد.
consult with it.
هذه القضية. Sentenced to death. أوه. إعدام عندهم زين. طيب. يلا نمشي.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We should be late for the train.
مع السلامة دوغو.
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us.
إيش. وومن. شيرلوك خلاص زودتها يعني. شوفوها فوق هذيك. بسم الله علينا. ما تستحق لي الأدب.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
ودي أخرب كشخاتك خلنا نمشي وبس.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
Gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is
I
about
did
to
tell them,
arrive, we should not have to
smooth.
wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your
ما في حد
bags
إلا إحنا.
and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
أكلك. لا يعنونك هذه.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
بدي أشوف كذا الضباب وليل ذي الأجواء. اشتقت. عندنا شيء اصلا نسوي له ديدكشن؟ ما في شيء.
Well,
بلعب
here we are
واتسون.
again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
شوف الدفاية مركزية في النص.
Trains can't just vanish without leaving a trace. It isn't possible, is it?
أقول يا مخ أكيد راحت لسكة ثانية، في أحد لفها.
First of all, let us examine the...
وين هي الاريا أصلا؟ هناك؟ أوه نو، شكلها جل هنا بس.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. Railway sleepers, nothing unusual. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train. There are no tracks or footprints on the ground. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
A telegraph.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson. Here is the train set.
أيوة مو هذا الماب. أيوة.
This map will be useful.
أسافر لإيفشام وأنا فيها.
This part is probably from a locomotive. This place serves as a storage area for the station. This part is probably from a locomotive.
أوه في ناس هنا، أنا أسألهم. ده من وين طلع؟
Good morning. Allow me...
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett.
Nice.
It is extraordinary that an entire...
مرة أحب هذه الفقرة، إني ألاحظ التفاصيل من أزيائهم، مظهرهم، وأحلل. الله، واسم شرف. Spots of Earth. زين، أظافرك مو بصفرة متجوج. وهذه باكيت واتش.
Could you please give us any...
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. However, if you need it...
According to the train composition report...
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private... Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows.
That is important information.
Certainly not. No, that's private. And...
Was there anything
What do you mean? Like a... Oh, but now that you mention... There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers.
هل له علاقة بالإرهابيين ذوليك؟
That is in...
The Merry Men?
You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station.
Of course. It's a suburban rail.
اوكي حلو.
See you later, my good man.
بس بروح أكلم الباسنجرز. هنا هم ما دريت إنه في passengers. دخلت هنا. هناك هم. بسم الله عليه. اوكي، ما يمديني اكلمهم، فجعني. يقرا رواية Crime and Punishment. دوني
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
للحين انت مصدوم يا شيخ. انسرق. السلام عليكم. هذا هو مستر روبنسون.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day.
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damn...
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me.
اوكي طيب. خليني. واضح انك بطران وشايف نفسك. ايوه استرالي. بطران شايف نفسه. اوه، ايش هذا الشنطة المقفلة؟ ايش عليها كنغر يبوسون واو واو عليكم رسومات وافكار. مصيبة بجلد تمساح. بطران.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes.
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train.
Ah, well.
I presume it was you.
Yes. It was to transport my valuable prototype safely to... I'm a businessman and an engineer.
نسرق.
I had already...
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost.
What do you know about the Barcazes company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster.
Humanitarian.
I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damn train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there, but despite...
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
Goodbye, sir.
This is an absolute scandal.
مين أنت؟
Please calm.
Concern? What is... Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector who started arguing that our tickets were invalid.
Were you aboard the train?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have... And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well...
Can you recall anything?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with...
Goodbye, sir. The ticket inspector forced all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
سرقة. يب.
Good day to you, gentlemen.
How good day to you, sir.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but...
Do not worry. Station Master Everett from Evesham.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal... They stayed here the whole night, but people do not use... There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand. Apart from the passengers'
I did, and I mentioned it.
What was it? Confidential, you say?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of...
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case.
First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my...
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Whoa, what's that?
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
15,000 باوند. 15,000 باوند. واو.
Don't touch anything, please.
طيب يتدافر. هنا في شيء.
Holmes, how is it even possible for a train to disappear?
واتسون أجد. ما اختفى، انسرق. دراميين. كان هنا فيه
railway post bags.
بس يمكن في شيء في البوست باكس. شوف الوير هاوس. ما في شيء. صدق ايش دخلك هنا؟ يا ربي اكره هذه الحركة، يفجعني. خلينا نروح هناك فتش. ايوه هذا الغرفة. ينطب في أدلة جوا. الحين نشوف دفتر الأدلة هذا. ايوه هذا اللي كان قصدي عليه.
This bin is full of empty bottles.
A fishing advertisement.
سكران.
I had thought that all station masters knew the Morse code, but apparently not.
حلو باخذها. طيب. call خط نقطة. هذا call. finish بالعكس. حلو. ريتني اقدر احفظها الصراحة. تدرون عندي فكرة. لقطة شاشة. لا كذا لقطة شاشة ارتب. يلا عشان لا جاء لغز او مورس كود ما نعرف نقراها. ايزي كذا يصير. يسكران.
How could he fall asleep at work like this? Excuse me, sir. Wake up. His breath. He must have swallowed half a distillery.
And that explains the how.
By his sleeping off the alcohol, you mean? Wake up, please.
Huh? What? The 18-hour 72 train has arrived?
Good day to you. We are investigating the...
سكران أولا.
Were there any passengers who got on?
No, nobody, it seems to me. Although I did not leave my office, so...
No doubt you were...
You don't say. You can't ever get any peace around here.
Station Master Bertram from Bridlington showed me a strange telegram.
What? He's a fastidious little twerp, that Bertram. I remember everything quite clearly. It was late, and I was tired, but I did my work. So what? There's no need to be so petty.
You were not tired, you were inebriated. Tell me the truth now, or I shall not hesitate to document your state in my report.
My friend means that you will end up by being sacked from your position.
All right. So I was drunk.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Holmes, this man has consumed a considerable amount.
It will not be long before he is. Obvious.
ما هو اللي كتب؟ متأكدة ما
Holmes,
هو.
how is it even possible for
هذه خطة مدبرة. هذا للحين كيف يختفي القطار يا هولمز؟ هولمز كيف؟ يا أخي أسكت. في أحد. عرفش مين هذا؟
The whole train just disappeared. It's unbelievable.
You know?
Locked. There is no sense in asking the station master to open it.
يلا. لا أبغى هذه.
These tools were used quite recently. They are still muddy. We should ask about them.
استغلوا السكران ذا.
Railway post bags.
The whole train just disappeared. It's
أقول أنت ما
unbelievable.
منك أي فايدة واتسون. ليش ما تسوي شيء مفيد؟ بس
A handcar wheelbase. Interesting. It appears that elements of the same construction were scattered everywhere. Watson, please tell me, do you believe in magic?
Nope.
Of course not, Holmes.
Then you are of the opinion that a train cannot simply disappear.
Well, we both know that that is obvious. Why are you asking such peculiar questions?
A little patience, Watson. You will understand my point quite soon. So, are you quite certain that you saw the train at Evesham Station?
Yes, of course. We saw
Nope,
it coming.
ما هو.
The headlights, and heard the whistle.
But that is it. We didn't...
But
القطار ما مر أصلا. جابوا هذا وواحد استعمل أداة عشان يطلع الصوت. شوف هنا هي. نوب. يعني نسوي تجربة. Let's go.
I should use the appropriate object here.
Oh. هات هذا. حطه هناك. هنا.
I should use the... I should use...
أيوة روتيت. أوكي. وين اللمبة؟ في لمبة. أيوة هذيك.
I should use.
هذا الخشب.
So, now here we have the fake train that we saw approaching Evesham Station last night.
Doesn't look much like a train.
Be patient, Watson. Try using your imagination. Our train requires only...
هذا هو. هذه اللمبة. هذا الستيم ويسل. Easy.
I need something long for the headlight to be attached.
Oh. وهذا؟ يب. ايش في هنا؟
The long pole is now attached. It will allow... The headlight is attached. The steam whistle is now connected.
Holmes, what can we do to make the steam whistle?
It is elementary, my dear Watson. The fire extinguisher. Now let us see what we have here. First of all, let us pump the pressure inside the extinguisher. The steam whistle. Watson, I do believe that we have created an exact... The criminal mind can be most inventive.
So, such a thing is possible.
Ah, Watson, you should not jump to conclusions.
Although...
At any rate, we now need to... I suggest we use my archives to find...
Well, I hope that justifies our having to load your massive archive. Holmes, how is it even...
Glass.
Bags were recently dragged here. French wine, a remarkable vintage. These bottles are too expensive for a station master's wage.
Shameful.
سكتوه بالخمر.
Now we have two maps. We must combine them properly.
Oh, okay. هنا هذا هو.
Here it is. There is a side branch to the railway. Its first switch is located between Bridlington and Chesterfield stations. There is one more station to be visited. It is located between... There is a small section of a railway.
اوكي بروح الشام اولا بعدين لا خبلة 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 ما في شيء تتصيدينه هناك. بشوف اللي هنا اول. حليلي أول ما لعبت اللعبة ما كنت فاهمة ولا شيء. من هنا يب هاها.
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd. This road should lead to the town of Evesham. Traces. Let's take a closer look. No. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle would have been heavy, as these traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck.
ما أظن باقي أدلة هنا. ما أظنش. خنروح هذا ستيشن. بسم الله. Suspicious.
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman. This scent is familiar to me, but...
Mexico. ودي أجرب أسويه. المرة اللي قبل سويت سكيب. يمكن كذا. أوكي. طيب جبتها. كذا اوكي.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too. This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. A greenish-brown cigar with these ashes and cigar stubs.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a...
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricard... This ashtray is full of...
The whole
هذه
train
القضية
just
ما أتذكرها
disappeared.
الصراحة.
It's
يعني
unbelievable.
ما أظني عرفت أصلا كيف أحلها. ما عرفت كيف ألعب قبل. وما أدري متى، يمكن أنا بالمتوسط أو الثانوي. ما أتذكر أبدا. بس أذكر قد إيش خمشت في المحطات وأنا أدور وأدور.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
واحد يحب الصيد واحد يحب الأحصنة.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can...
A telegraph.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
على خير. وين هج هذاك الرجال؟
Good day to you, sir. My name is Shirley.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr.
ليش زرك مفقود؟ اوكي منفصل. اوكي في شيء كأنه ما في ساعة.
It appears that you...
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because...
How should I know? I only...
And where...
I was working in Nottingham. But I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is...
Did any passengers leave or board?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported...
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your...
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
Are we... An expensive...
It is none of your business.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin.
What? A Mexican?
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can...
وين هج؟ والله اختفى مكسي كذا.
Railway post bags.
ما في ولا شيء. يلا نشوف ده. يلا انزل هولمز انزل. You صار اختفى، ما يمديني ادور عليه ولا شي ولا القاه. ابغى اسوي شيئين الحين. بروح هنا، بروح اسأل اللي في المحطة على الأدلة، ما سألتهم مستر روبنسون وذول. ليش هذا الباب تسكر؟ المهم هذا السكران لازم نكلمه.
You have quite a number.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you for reminding me.
I meant...
Some workers come here and borrowed them from me. They wanted to lift the edge of the railway to one of the stations on the line.
Who were they?
Well, they didn't seem to be from the company, but they was fine lads. They invited me to share a drink. And whatever it was, it had a kick to it. They wasn't English. No, I don't believe so. But see, they knew just what a man needed to brighten up his dull evening.
You idiot. لا. فوق ايوه. والله المفروض يشيلونك من الوظيفة. اسمع مستر روبنسون عن مصيبة، شكلهم سرقوك.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh!
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that...
Upon my word, you keep on...
I see that you kept your grip sack with you.
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype, and this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station master, I believe that the regular...
I'll do it right away, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Don't touch anything, please.
Sorry, sir.
This grip sack belongs to Mr. Robbins.
I think we should open it, Holmes.
Of course. Look, Watson, a bundle of contracts. Very Mr. Robinson is the seller. An exclusive sales contract. Yet another exclusive sales contract. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Mr. Robinson. Yeah.
What? بايعهم على أكثر من
Yet
ما.
another exclusive. Mr. Robinson is the seller. Well, it is very clear that this Mr. Robinson received prepayments from various people for his machine.
يمكن يكون هو مدبر هذا عشان ياخذ الفلوس يعني. أحسه victim أكثر من كونه. شوف الأدلة اللي معي. برشام، خلينا نشوف نسأل هذاك حق القطار. وش ذا الحشرة يا عظيم. وين الشبه؟ تعال.
It appears
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police...
What was in...
Nothing of value. A few hundred feet of standby rails and some...
See you later, my good man.
سكة. Yup, as I had suspected. كان أخذوا لهم العدة وسووا لهم سكة ثانية.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry. These traces were made by a carriage. Look. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been... The distance between the tracks...
نفس اللي هناك. Yep.
The vehicle would have been heavy. These traces are relatively... The traces found at the disassembled shed near...
The same vehicle.
An advertisement for lake cruises. An abandoned gypsy caravan. This place was abandoned fairly recently.
هل كان هنا العمال يشتغلون؟
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
A fake train. Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
خلني أمشي. أوف. شي يصير. نفس الآثار موجودة. اخ مش هذه آثار عربتنا يعني.
Mines. This is interesting.
بس كذا.
This road should go in the same direction as the railway.
What? يا الله. هولمز من هناك. طب في شيء بالسكة؟
The switch is rusted, but it still works. It would be quite possible for someone to redirect the train towards the mines.
Here are the mines, Holmes. They appear to be abandoned.
إلا إذا دخل القطار هناك.
This mine has completely collapsed, Holmes.
It is curious, but to be truthful, I am not entirely surprised.
It's difficult to follow you, Holmes.
ما أفهم واتسون يعني كلام هولمز واضح يعني إيش بك؟
This is an unusual kind of paper. Let us look inside.
Huh?
Sawdust. I am almost certain it is a... Watson?
Okay, بينفجر. Yep.
Dynamite.
هذه سالفة الباودر اللي انسرق اللي قال عليه مايكروفت. لحظة أبغى أتأكد من الخريطة. لا أبدا ما مر صح. ما مر من شيسترفيلد ستيشن. يب شوف هذه علامات السكة.
Someone removed these screws. A few feet of the rails have been dismantled.
Is it really concealment? يب غلط. ما في شيء.
This box must be the safe. Let's open it. The Mexican company Caracal and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
Mycroft? طيب كيف نتواصل معه؟
Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes, Watson. We should...
Completed. Okay. يعني الحين نسري ل دونكاستر أظن هنا كان. Yep.
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone.
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt.
De Chile.
Chile, but you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to...
Pero not your business.
I don't suppose that you...
I was to meet my fellow compañeros. Well, I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them. Or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to...
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name?
It's not your...
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, مساء الخير.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
Of course. صح هنستعمل التلغراف اللي هنا.
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
يبغى ينتقم منهم. Would he be connected? لا لسه. اوكي خلينا نشوف الكلوز الباقية. It's obvious that they hold a grudge. لا خلصنا البيتش اريا. اوكي انقلع. واتسون يا عله.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
نروح البيتش اريا ونشوف. ايوه ده الشيء من اول انا ملاحظه.
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
خلصنا من البيتش، بروح اشوف الاركايفز.
My search should be focused. My search.
ما دريت انه يمديني ابحث.
My 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 search. My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas. My
يمكن هنا يعني في الارت and architecture.
my
هذا هو.
Here it is.
لا ما خلصت. Side Railways branch. اللي يودي الكواري at the station located between Chesterfield. اوكي اللي بين تشسترفيلد هذه لسه فيها أدلة يعني، بس ما أدري وين ألقاها.
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The railway ends here. That is strange.
What? إذا cannot be sunk إيش يعني؟ وإذا could be sunk ياب هذا راح يبطل نظريتي ذيك. بس في كثير أشياء ضايعة، خصوصا في هذه المحطة ماني فاهمة، يقول فيها أدلة، بس كيف ألقى ذي الأدلة؟ أخويا ساعدني مايكروفت، إيش أسوي؟
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
حسه يقول لي إن في أدلة هنا. طب الكلوز اللي عندي فيه.
Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
Watson, would you like some tea?
No.
Yes.
This post bag belongs to the station master. The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
صدق ما أقدر. صح إني أبغى الجاستس بس ما أبغى أحطه يعني أضحي فيه حياة ناس. لكن هذوليك I can't.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do? Ah, but I know that look.
On the one hand, we have the local constabulary and advice from our... The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. Our other option is Brother Mycroft and his tedious political games, but it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will... But I think I'd prefer to give Mycroft a chance.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin...
No, I did not say that we had...
Well, all right.
Watson, we know that the Barkazas Company directors were trapped under the collapsed mines, along with the train and Rob...
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please, don't...
You may rest assured that I have a far better idea. We have only to use our...
Of course, you already had a plan.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be...
Goodbye, gentlemen.
شايب مسدس بعد عينك. ويقتل المسكين ذا.
Gentlemen, You are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
Oh shit. No! جبنا العيد جبنا العيد.
Two dead bodies. What a terrible ending to such a great case.
There, my dear fellow. It is all right. You did your best.
No, I did not do my best. Ooh. غلط عليا. واو. أبغى أعرف أجل إيش صار. هل غرقوا يعني؟ هنشوف كذا طيب.
Then the case is solved.
Well, I shall require...
Ah, but I know that look.
On the one hand, we have the our other op, but... Huh. You may rest assured that... Well, the...
هنحاول الحين نطلق على يده بسرعة وما نقتله. شيرلوك موت.
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
No. يلا بسم الله بسم الله. يس. جبتها في يده.
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
صح? Yes. Huh. Accepted. Neutral. خلي blind justice لكم. ما بضحي بكثير حيوات وسبب مشاكل زيادة إلا الحروب. هلا من وين طلعتي انتي؟ بسم الله علينا. I'm here. طلعت خروج ها؟
من زمان وانا هنا.
مين طلعك ابويا؟
امي رحنا.
طقطقت علي امي.
انا قلت لها
انا سمعت المصعد حسبت ابويا جاء قال الحين بيقولوا لي جيبوا شوفي جبت لعبة شيرلوك هولمز، شريت 3 ألعاب، اختاري اللي تبغين. تحقيق وتحققين وتبحثين عن أدلة وكل شيء. حليت جريمتين الحين ببدأ في الثالثة الأخيرة.
Holmes, what happened?
سكران.
I feel
deathly. أخذ مخدرات ترى أذكر.
And you look it. Let me examine you.
أيوة شوفي. have you
Please
returned
don't
to
tell
your
me that you've
habits.
returned to your old habits.
شكله. شو الحين أنا أسوي له؟
Pupil is dilated.
وش بس العين؟
The pupil.
move.
The temperature appears to.
أوكي.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
أوكي يلا نعد. بالعافية.
I need to
تحت الكرسي صح؟
A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute. But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
the antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
دعم زي الشباب.
Good day, Inspector.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... what?
Where?
As I said.
And they were tied together.
You are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic? Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
واو بديت أتذكر الحين حتى هذه
The Roman Baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
واتسون يقول side eyes bombastic criminal side eye. وش باقي؟ يلا. تذكرت. ايوه تذكرت. كيف نسيت.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the storeroom. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Okay.
Are you able?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we
أذكر
shall
إنه
see.
ما هو.
You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All 3 witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, And they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police.
طب اتأكد من حاجة. اوه لسه باقي فيه قضيتين أظن زيادة.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Phillips.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson.
Sherlock Holmes.
Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Holmes.
Certainly, sir.
Please tell us everything that you can...
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire, but...
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, so I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were... Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he... No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first, and then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should...
You would have heard if someone had entered or...
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
يعني يقص شعره بنفسه وجرح نفسه. لبسه لون لأنه هو اللي قص شعره بنفسه.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
توقعت إنه بيقول Mr. Holmes. نشوف هذه. هذا المخرج.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
طيب us.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects. Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room. Champagne for a special occasion. An ice bucket to keep... Unopened. It was in...
يب بس ما فكوها. كل شيء هنا فحصناه. يلا. أحد مان. Where?
Good Lord, Holmes.
Death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
كان في جرح في الراس صفقة شيء.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Some dirt.
death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber.
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
واتسون. ضحك.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
صدق ما حد تشوف ولا شيء. قفل قفل قفل. بسم الله الرحمن. تعرفوا على بعض شويات. أنا بقعد أكتشف هنا.
The grid cannot be removed.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. The grid cannot be removed. طيب.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Why?
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something. It is... The weapon is nowhere to be found. One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is...
حراف أو قصر نظر ما أدري.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
في شيء هنا.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
عندي كثير أدلة لازم تروح. يلا نكلم هذا.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk. It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
What should we do next, Holmes?
بروح أنا أتكلم مع اللي هناك. هذا خلصت منه. لا أنا ودي استعمل ثلج أي شيء. محتاج أداة عشان أشيل اللي في البريزير.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects.
Wait,
please wait. How many people have...
We have just the one key for now, which...
So, this morning you opened the...
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called...
Did you leave the baths at any time?
No, sir, I did not.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post...
But how could you...
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday. I was away for 20 minutes. And I...
Did you receive her...
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your...
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of champagne on ice.
There is? Are you quite certain? These baths are becoming sinister.
Mr. Holmes?
ها اصبر علي يا لستراد. بروح اسوي فحوصات واجيك اقول لك خذهم. لازم اتاكد. ما عندي ادله الحين. نوب. والحين يا هولمز تراقب بقليل أدب. يما يلا
Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. Selenite. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to. The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans. Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange.
Champagne.
Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette. Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
مخفف بالموية. What? That is weird. جبالي إن الشامبين.
What should we do next?
برجع للباث هاوس. بحاول أفتح بالمفتاح هذاك لما قدرت أفتح فيه شيء. نقول يلا أوديهم أسوي لهم استجواب. تكفى لا تجي تقول شيء للشراد. اصبر. لا أشوف الباب الثاني. ذاك الباب. يب.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop. Tools used by archaeologists in their research. I will need these.
أيوة عشان أشيل اللي في البريزر.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it? Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Nothing special. يلا. Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Strand Lane Baths next month. 1893 was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, to shine the light on our national treasures and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event and recall it favorably if we treated them well enough. I should like to recall my old friendship with Lord Blackmore and use that special funding? Special funds of the Royal Archaeological Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Anticliff. ليش صوت أطفال هنا؟ أعمل مؤثرات صوتية في اللعبة بكلب.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with
خلاص. أيوه. في شيء مفقود.
A glass plate negative is missing. It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue. Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method.
ضم فحصنا كل شيء هنا. يلا كمل. بسم الله. دبر له.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. Those stones weigh tons.
It does not matter. If our investigation...
جد.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
محبوس.
All these events are bad for the bath.
الله بس. أول شي بشيل اللي في البريزير صح هنا.
I should analyze this melted metal.
نروح البيت نخلص كل هذه الأمور ونرجع لكم نسوي لكم استجواب.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again. This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it. Since silver's melting point is at around... Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction, I must...
Yep.
The reaction is the same red stain. It is silver, Britannia silver quality. That is not the one I need. That is not. That is.
Bent cliffs, okay.
Here it is.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
خلصنا الحين نستجوبهم.
Mr. Holmes?
No.
هذا الميت.
A hand-drawn map. Rodney Bentcliffe's notebook.
Bassam.
The last pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To begin with, a few strokes of the pencil will... and then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief.
ماني بقادرة أقرأ.
Mr. Holmes, the coroner had... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
حارش. No. 63 ما كان شكله 63 بصراحة. تسمم. بسبة المامي اللي اكتشفها. ما خلصت. طيب ما خلصت.
This ring was an Egyptian symbol. I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question. An old and...
كل شوي يخطئ. ما بقى شيء إلا خطئ يا شيرلوك.
An ordinary...
عدنا بس خلص شحن اليد. المهم هذا Garrows عليه دمان أصلا.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon him. A phial with herbs.
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an...
hallucination.
An embroidered silk handkerchief. A fountain pen. Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
ما في شيء من الإيفيدنس أحتاج أفحصه في البيت. لازم أروح استجوبهم واحد واحد. بس أولاً راح أشوف الجثة.
According to the coroner, there were no cardiac problems nor lung congestion, but there were traces of fungus, possibly contracted from the Egyptian tombs. The coroner observed no stomach nor liver disease, if we're to accept that Sir Rodney was an unusual wound, inflicted by a...
The bruising is in lines. Some light bruising caused by a rope. They were caused by a rope around the waist. Sir Rodney was descending somewhere.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Please escort this. Good day to you, Sir Gregory. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder that took place this morning.
Tell me, Mr. Holmes, will I need to stay here for very much longer?
على طول عصب.
You are the manager of the baths, is that correct?
Yes. I'm passionate about archaeology. I wanted to... Living archaeology can be a profitable business, although now I'm not so sure.
I see. When do you wish...
When the archaeological researches are over, I will be free to...
What was your relationship with Sir Rodney Bentcliffe?
We were not particularly close. He had an unpleasant temperament. Suspicious. Authoritarian, unkind. People possessed by genius may be forgiven for their nature, but not by...
Was he obstructive?
Not at all. Everything he did led us to greater success. He helped us increase the potential.
How was the work progressing?
Rather slowly, I would say.
Sir Gregory, could you please explain this letter? You expressed the wish to call off the research work at the baths.
It was all about Blinkhorn. He was merrily digging away and taking very little care about it, ruining everything and finding nothing of any value.
But the arrival of Sir Rod...
Sir Rodney's work was extremely promising, and it was good.
Please tell me what happened this morning.
The test that we performed this morning was a success. The steam was working well.
What did you see?
The steam was too thick to see anything, but ask Gary.
Had Sir Rodney exhibited any recent...
Look, I'm not a suspicious fellow, but I think that he had...
Why should you think that?
I have no idea.
Are you aware that Mr. Garrow is under a form of medication?
Garrow? No, but I never liked that parasite.
Do you believe him to be...
Well, he did have blood on him.
Some melted silver was found inside the steam...
Silver? No.
Did you bring a...
Absolutely not. Sir Rodney did, I think.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and I am assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I...
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. My name is Percival Blinkhorn.
What is your...
I'm an archaeologist, specializing in the Roman period. I'm... Well, we're hoping to retrieve a great many interesting artifacts from the site.
And has it...
It has.
What was your...
Well, I couldn't say that he was a kind man, no.
Was it your first collaboration?
I had met Sir Rodney briefly once in Egypt, and I'd shared my researches with him. Surprisingly, my work did convince him to come here.
Surprising?
Well, Sir Rodney was, a cold man, and so very secretive too. But I learned so much from him. I can't believe that he's dead.
البحوثات حق ذا الفقران عشان كذا الفقران ينتقم.
Well, we entered the steam room and we all went to sit down. The steam was particularly dense. I just heard Mr. Garrow shouting, but we all ran...
What did you do?
Well, the door was stuck, and with all the steam, it was...
Do you believe that...
Oh, no. Garrow couldn't harm a fly.
Can you recall any...
Well, yesterday we had a small argument.
Is that all?
No. Sir Rodney informed me that he was to attend the London... Then he advised me of quite the opposite. And...
Do you recognize...
Certainly. It's the famous Aswan ring. Sir Rodney brought it back from his...
And he kept...
Sir Rodney has... had...
What can you tell me about Garrow?
Well, he always looks so sad. And he has been... I will keep an eye on him because...
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
Okay.
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
How well were your researches progressing before Sir Rodney's arrival?
Rather well.
This letter reveals that Sir Gregory was prepared to put a stop to your work.
Yes. But since Sir Rodney's arrival...
What will happen?
Well, I haven't thought about that. But if it's...
No.
Silver.
Did you place...
No,
Please escort this suspect for an... A good day to you. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
I am Tristram Garrow.
كنا متوتر.
What is your...
I am a counsellor.
And what will you do?
Well, I follow...
You...
Yes. So many things happen.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Garrow.
I...
What was it like?
It was like working with a genius. He was a heart, and he...
Are you feeling unwell? Do you need anything?
I feel bad.
Please try to...
The room was so hot, I had to remove my glasses.
But you found the body?
I saw the knife, you know, flying through the air. I
saw the knife?
Everything was as if in a night...
Had Sir Rodney exhibited it?
Well, he had been rather secretive these parts. When he returned, it was very late. He showed me some... His ring! Oh, it should be destroyed.
Why do you say that?
It is a cursed ring, digging dark secrets.
Really?
It is after me now. I know it. This is the coin that he showed me.
It must be very rare.
No, I don't. Thank you. Thank you. This will help me to calm down.
Do be careful with the dosage.
I will.
I mean it. We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it...
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Did you play...
What?
Garrow appears to be rather mentally disturbed. Either that or he is a good actor.
Good day to you, Mr. Holmes.
اوكي بس خلينا الحين نرتب الأدلة. لازم اروح الحين البيت. بحل شويتين من الجريمة وامشي، ما اظني بخلصها الحين، خليها بعدين. الماب هنا. ايوه.
Now we have two.
ايوه هذا.
Watson, pack your bag. We are visiting a location in St. Albans marked on Sir Rodney's map.
طبيعة.
This archaeological site has been abandoned. Why did Bentcliffe come here? This is the map.
خلصنا من الديسك. اوكي.
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
Okay. Huh. One-eyed.
The Cyclops, a one-eyed creature helping Vulcan at the forge. Vulcan.
نعم. بالعافية ما أبغى. عوافي عوافي. بالعافية ما أبغى أقول. No no no. باي. خلص من ذي المنطقة وقفل. Pets.
I don't need the ropes for now.
خراط. شوي بتقول Watson, bring me the ropes. هذا التولز اللي يستعملوها. ها ايش هذا؟ كان عليه دم.
Excavating tools. I don't need the ropes for now. Construction hooks. Neptune, the god of the sea. It is a statue of Minerva. It is a broken statue of a bull.
في بحيرة هنا أو شيء. أيوة. طلع لي شيء يسوي له examine. وش هو؟ what؟ وين راحت علامة examine؟ وفي هنا غرفة ثانية.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Crossbow, huh?
This is a reproduction of the gastrofets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Okay, شكلي أنا بسوي.
This is a
Okay, بروح أجيب ropes والhooks. نشوف إيش فيه.
This is the map of the site. We are at the heart of an old Roman city. The gastrofets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges. Construction hooks. I don't need the ropes for now.
غير بعد شوي بتقول لي أبغى أسوي الكروسبو.
This wall was covered with mud recently. What could be hidden here?
يلا بالأداة هذي. نمشط. وي وي وي. الله باث هاوس حق الرومان.
I can see now. Frigidarium. It is located at the Roman baths.
خلصنا من المنطقة يعني. Find the use.
It is a statue of Minerva. Neptune, the god of the sea. This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek cross.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium.
Thank you.
Thank you, Phillips. الحين أقدر أروح أشوفها. هذا نفس اللي في الجدار قبل شوية اللي نظفته.
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones.
بالله طب على أي أوردر يا شيخ؟ ما بقى أسوي كل هذا في النهاية يطلع مني حاطته بالترتيب الصح. هات شوف الحين أنا الترتيب اللي أبغاه وأحكم. هذا الباب. على أساس شنو طيب؟ شكل بسوي سيف هنا بس كيف؟ بعدين يلا باي.